Good morning, all. This is Jeanette. Today I thought I'd show you my little setup that I have. I have quite a few machines. The first one here is my Juki straight stitch industrial machine. This is what I do most of my straight stitch sewing on. I bought it like 10 years ago and forced myself to use it. I actually packed up all my tabletop machines and put them in a place where I couldn't get to them, and forced myself to use this one because it does run at like 1200 stitches per minute. But I like it. I've got, over the 10 years, I've got to where I know how to gauge the speed on it. So let's go over here, and I have an island here, and here's my Janome serger. It's a 3434D, and I like this one. This one is the one I use to where I can change out the colors of the thread. And as you see, I have it on a rubberized shelving mat, so it keeps it from vibrating around the table. I also keep that little white screwdriver next to it for the needles, so I don't have to keep looking for a screwdriver. I just keep it there. And that's what I do with my other machines too. I just keep everything right there. And that's what the mat helps with too, is to keep it right there. It won't bounce all over the place. So then let's come around here to the end of and here's my brother cover stitch, the 2340. It's also on a rubberized mat, and as you can see, the little white hex screwdrivers right there for the needles, so I don't have to go around looking for it. There's my little pair of scissors for that one. Now what I'll do with this one, I share the scissors between this one and the Janome, or the Janome and the Juki. If I'm not using the Juki, I'll use those scissors over there. But this is what I do here. So then let's come around here and we'll look at these. This is a little brother regular sewing machine, 6000. This one is used only for zigzag and buttonholes, nothing else. I don't use it for anything else because the Juki doesn't do it. So that's what I use this one for. So now let's come around here, and back in the back there's another Janome 3434D serger. That one I'm waiting for the lower cutting blades so I can put that in, and then I can get that one going. That one will have designated color like black or white. That's the only colors that one will have, because this way I don't have to keep changing the other one out all the time. When I have a run of, like what I have on there now is turquoise, that's what will stay on there. But if I have another project I'm bouncing back and forth through, then I use this one, and I can change the colors out on this. Now here is my Conso cover stitch. This is the one I complain about. I've had 3 or 4 years, and I don't get any help from the company. I don't get any help from the place I purchased it from. This is the one, let me come in here, where right here underneath the presser foot, it barely comes up a quarter of an inch to get any fabric underneath it, and it just bears down. I've tried loosening the presser foot tension. It doesn't work. I've got the tensions are pretty much set. I figured that out yesterday, but then I figured, well, I'm gonna try maybe looking at the feed dogs to see if they can be lowered or something. So I took this screw out, got it out. Well, guess what? There's no screwdriver that will fit in there. So what I did is I went to Walmart, and I had one of these before, and I can't find it, but now that I bought them, I'll find it. That's the way it always is. But I bought offset screwdrivers. There's a set of 2 for 96 cents in the tool department. One end, this end is the slotted screws. The other end is for the Phillips, and there's 2 sizes. There's a 1/4 inch and a 3/16 inch. So I'm going to try that a little later on this. And you know, I don't know how you guys do it. There's another little area I want to do, but on all my machines, I keep the manual either under it or in close proximity, because if you come across something that you think might be in the troubleshooting section, you can look it up without going on the internet first. So I keep all my manuals underneath the table, underneath the machine, if they fit. This particular one, they won't. They're too bulky, so I just put it off in the corner. I don't put it in a drawer. I put it in close proximity so I can grab it and look at it and refer to it. Like under my brother, there it is, and the same thing under the Janome. It's underneath the machine, and the Juki, I don't need it because I already know what's going on with that. It's either the thread or the needle on that one. But on these more sophisticated machines, you really need to have your manual close by without having to get up and go look for it and dig through a drawer, and so if you can, try to keep them real close. And like I said, I suggest using these rubberized shelving material. You buy it in a roll, you cut it off. I even put hold on here, I'll show you. I put the pedals on them too. See, this way they don't slide all over the place too. So those are my tips for the day. I'm hoping some of this will help you. If anybody has any of those screws, and I know your machines, some of them do, invest your whole 96 cents into this, 96 plus tax, and then I think you'll be happy. So I'm gonna stop this now and go work on my pain. All right, girls, get out there, show some of your projects. Happy sewing.